Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about, I think it begins. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Black. That one caught by Carter. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was... Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Black. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Carter. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Black. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Black. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we are at halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Throwing to start the drive. Black. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. On the counter, it's Walker. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Black. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on second down. Black. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jordan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Black toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Black. Oh, he stays up. Keeps himself upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on first down. Black. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Throwing to start the drive. Black. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now the Eagles down by 13, under 1:20 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a run with Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.